Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for Good Audio Hoops. Today's episode, I'm gonna talk about the WNBA playoff push, and since we're halfway there, I'm gonna talk about the team and where they fall if the playoff were today, and I'm not gonna talk about all 13 teams since 3 teams are out for sure, which are Connecticut, Chicago, and Dallas. These are the teams I will talk about. First up, we have the Minnesota Wind, who is currently 24-5. They got the first win with Cincinnati Harrington on the team over Seattle 91-87, which is a very good thing for Minnesota because it's going to have a game under the belt without the best player, and Minnesota is in a comfortable position to win the playoff and have a very fair gap between the number 1 and number 2 5 games played because it's pretty nice for the win. Next team I'm going to talk about is the New York Liberty, who are two games different from New York and Phoenix win-wise, and if New York can continue to start up the win and build chemistry with Emily Simmons and Stephanie Powell, where I think it will be a very good and there will be a dangerous team coming on when Philly comes back in. But when I will say when New York and Minnesota will come this week, I think New York will win this game because she is out. But I will talk about that once we get to that game closer on. But I think New York has a fair chance being the 2 seed. They might drop in the 3 seed because they don't have Philly or Niara Sabri and Kennedy Bird in the game, but I think New York is in a solid position. Next is the Phoenix Mercury, who are currently bounced back from a loss. They recently beat Chicago 83-67. Alyssa Thomas has herself another double-double, triple-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists in that game. And then in the following game, she beat Connecticut, where she had 14 points, 13 boards, and 10 assists. I think that Phoenix will be in a good position when it comes to playoff time, and I think that teams will be sleeping on Phoenix because they are a quiet team, but they have beaten New York before at home 2-1 time, and they are one of the few teams are the best team in clutch time when it's below 2 minutes in the game. And I think Phoenix could pass the first round depending on its opponent and how it shapes out. Next team is the Atlanta dream. I personally think that the Atlanta dream could be a team that could surprise everyone when it gets to playoff time because even though they don't have the leading scorer in Ryan Howard, who's been out since the Olympic race, and they only lost 2 games since her entry. And the good thing is that when Brittany Griner is having a good game, and Beyond Rose is having a good game, and when Ali Hatley is putting up normal numbers. And here's what I like about Atlanta's chances is they're not a noticeable team or not a team that everyone looks at as dominant, but when it comes to playoff time, I think they can surprise people. Next is the Golden State Valkyrie. A lot of people think, including me, that the Valkyries think that there will be a lottery team this year, working to expand, but the Valkyries say that they don't want to be a lottery team and plan to make a push in the playoffs since the first year. And I think that is great for Golden State, but I do think they won't pass the first round. Even if they, and two things, if they make the first round, they will have to play Minnesota or see or New York, which is the downside. And another downside is they don't have their all-star Taylor Thornton, who leads them in block, point, and field goal percentage this season. So I think it will be a massive downhill this season, but I will think that Golden State will be a very good team further on. Next is the Seattle Storm. They recently fell to the Minnesota Wind, even though they lost to the Minnesota Wind, and even though they lost 3 games out of the last 6 days or so to LA and then Indiana and then Minnesota, I think they are all good teams playing right now, and I do think that Seattle can hang with the best, and when it comes to playoff time, I do think Seattle can pass the first round because they have playoff experience, and that's how a woman has Skylar Diggins and Erica Wheeler in different teams. And I think that Seattle can pass the first round and make it fun for the second round. Next is our Indiana Fever, who currently fell to the red hot Los Angeles Sparks. I personally think that Indiana Fever, even though we lost on winning streak, I think it's really good for us because to be in this position as the 5 seed is we would either face Phoenix or Seattle, and which I like facing one of those teams because we beat Seattle in the game series, and if we beat Phoenix, which is tomorrow night, I think we can beat them. but I think it will be I'll get into this another video, but I think it will be interesting for player time because also get to show out when Caitlin and Sin are the four are starters get to show out more and play their own game than not a fast-paced game like when Caitlin is on the floor. So I think they are in a good position. I personally think that they might have the first round barely due to their opponent because if they say Seattle have playoff experience, more playoff experience more than us, and Phoenix been there before at least one round or so. So it will be interesting. And that is Los Angeles for the Red Hot Los Angeles for who only lost one game since the All-Star break. And they are currently hot and and Los Angeles for I would be thrilled because you only lost one game and you're one of the best offensive since the All-Star break. And you got Cameron Wentz, who is doing great in her when he's doing great since he's coming back. And I think that Los Angeles can make a push to try to sneak their way into an 8 seed, but it's going to be tough because I think the 3 teams that will be fighting for the last spot is Golden State, Washington, Michigan, and Los Angeles Sparks. Out of those 3 teams will be fighting for the 7 and 8 spot. And the final team is the Washington Mystics. The Washington Mystics lost to the Chicago Sky and to the Chicago Sky 8-game losing streak. But it was the first time that the Mystics didn't have veteran Whitney Sykes with them after they traded to the Seattle Storm. I personally think it's a good move in the long run because Washington is the youngest team and I think that picking up a reserve a veteran who is a really good ball, who is currently the oldest player in the league this season. So I think it's a plus for veteran experience and that Washington has to many ways. But I will say this, that Washington might fall short to the Golden State Valkyries or the LA Sparks due to the schedule and since they have to know how to play without the veteran leader Whitney Sykes. I hope you liked today's video. Tell me your thoughts below and tell me who do you think will make the playoffs and win the playoffs or be a sweeper team. And that is it for today's video. I hope you liked it and subscribe down below. Bye.